On April 1st, 1942, Bainbridge Islanders arrived at Manzanar. Located in the shadows of the Sierra Nevada mountains, Manzanar was the first war relocation center constructed. The climate was very different from what the Bainbridge Islanders were used to. Yaeko Sakai Yoshihara, who was 12 years old at the time, remembers.
It was dry, dusty, a lot of dust storms, and scorpions. We had to be careful because I remember walking into the community bathroom and there was a scorpion right there on the floor.
It was horrible. I could just sit down and cry.
Nobuko Sakai Omoto was 18 at the time she arrived at Manzanar.
It was cold, muddy, and it was awful going to the mess hall. First, the food wasn't very good. People got sick.
Far off Manzanar, California, never was the place to send our island Japanese colony. They were placed in a hot, dry desert country amid geographical and weather conditions entirely foreign to them.
Blocks 1 and 2 of Manzanar were filled with evacuees from Los Angeles who arrived early as part of the Western Defense Command's voluntary evacuation program. Over time, evacuees from Los Angeles became the vast majority of prisoners at Manzanar.
There are 10,000 California Japanese at Manzanar. There are about 275 Bainbridge Island Japanese there. That is like putting one Washington state apple in a crate of California lemons.
The groups had little in common. Bainbridge Islanders were considered country folk, while the evacuees from Los Angeles were city folk. Tensions between the two groups grew. Several prisoners from Los Angeles, largely led by Kibe, or Japanese Americans educated in Japan, were sympathetic to Japan and angrily organized mass protests. This eventually led to a riot on December 6, 1942, in which the army fired into a mob. Martial law was declared at Manzanar.
The riot only serves to emphasize the point that our Northwest evacuees belong in a Northwest relocation center, not in California.
No one from Bainbridge Island was implicated in the Manzanar riot, but the violence was disturbing. Soon after that, the Islanders successfully petitioned the Wartime Relocation Authority for permission to move to the final camp to be constructed, Minidoka. Located in Idaho, this camp held prisoners from the Seattle area. Many friends and family members of the Bainbridge group were incarcerated there. On February 26, 1943, most, but not all, Bainbridge Islanders moved to Minidoka. And even though the climate and conditions at Minidoka were not much better, they were rewarded by reuniting with family and friends. From the time they were removed from their homes on Bainbridge on March 30, 1942 to Manzanar, to their move to Minidoka on February 26, 1943, to the closure of Minidoka on October 23, 1945, many Bainbridge Islanders were away from their homes and behind barbed wire in the challenging conditions of the American concentration camps for 3.5 years.